Marker, and you're watching the Film Fix.
Alice has returned to Wonderland.
Since you've been gone, the Red Queen has taken over all of Wonderland.
Find her!
Help us make the world right again.
I'm Jeff Marker. I'm a friend of Jonathan's, and I happen to teach film and do a little writing about it. And we just got out of Alice in Wonderland, and Jonathan wants to know what I thought of it. What I thought of it was, it's a great combination of Tim Burton's visuals and a classic story. It looked like a Tim Burton film without just being a rehash of all his character designs, and I like that part. We talked about the actual books, and I wish I could tell you I knew exactly how they ended and how faithful this is. Frankly, I don't care. I thought it was a whole lot of fun. It came to a resolution that was pretty satisfying. There were a couple of decisions at the end, without spoiling it, that I wish they would have decided to do otherwise. There are a couple of things that just seemed sort of out of place in the film they'd created. Otherwise, I thought it was dark at times, but I guess I have to get used to the fact that family films these days are a bit darker than they used to be.
Someone has stolen three of my tarts! Did you steal them?
No, Your Majesty.
Did you?
No, Your Majesty.
Did you steal them?
No, Your Majesty.
Did you steal my tarts?
No, Your Majesty.
Squimberry juice.
I was so hungry! I didn't mean
Open his head!
One of the things that Tim Burton gets away with here is this concept of, is it fantasy, is it a dream, or is it really something that's concrete? And with Avatar, James Cameron created a world that was actually concrete, and I believed it. Here you kind of have the same kind of thing, except they have the fantasy angle to it. So I wanted to ask you about the animation.
I thought the animation was mostly outstanding. The world was fully realized, just as you just pointed out, and you're right, you make a great point. He does have, I think you called it a sort of a safety valve or escape hatch is how you put it. And yeah, we can buy into this world, but recognize at all times that it's dreamland, which is nice and safe, and it's very much like Alice falling down that hole or looking through the glass. We can look through that glass with her and pretend.
Not all of it. Oh no, stop. No, don't do that.
Hey!
Oh dear.
And what is this?
It's a who, Majesty. This is,
From Umbridge.
What happened to your clothes?
I outgrew them. I've been growing an awful lot lately. I tower over everyone in Umbridge. They laugh at me. So I've come to you, hoping you might understand what it's like.
My dear girl, anyone with a head that large is welcome in my court. Someone find us some clothes. Use the curtains if you must, but clothe this enormous girl.
And so the animation was sort of fully realized and really interesting, with one exception, the knave. The animation was very awkward for him, and it looks like they had a problem. He has a sort of elongated torso, and
That's the Crispin Glover, character, which is really neat. He's got that wicked scar. He's got the eye patch, which of course is the Red Queen's signature. It's kind of a neat character, and certainly a nice character for Crispin Glover.
Perfect casting.
Oh, my head! I need a pig here. I love a warm pig belly for my aching feet. Stop that.
The Red Queen is so wicked. Talk to us about her enormous, at one point called bulbous head.
Right. They come up with about 10 different adjectives to describe this head. Bulbous. It's a globe. You know, it's like this. Yeah. And I like the characterization quite a bit because she looks like a toddler, for one thing, the body proportions, and she's still a spoiled kid. She's an evil character, but she's evil because she's entitled. She's always been entitled, and that's exactly who she is. And so whatever she wants it now, and by God, you better give it to her. And that's kind of the character, which fits, you know. She's royal. You have sort of two takes on royalty, and this one is not exactly flattering. And so I like what she did with the character. And Crispin Glover, just to clarify, I think he was fine. In fact, the animation kind of distracted from an otherwise really solid performance from him.
There is a place like no place on earth. Some say to survive it, you need to be as mad as a hatter. Which luckily, I am. Alice, it's you. You're back.
Alice!
Alice!
See, Alice? You're absolutely Alice. I'd know you anywhere.
You're all late for tea!
Talk to us briefly before we end about Johnny Depp. What do you think about his performance in the movie?
He was very Johnny Depp. You know, he drifts in and out of this Scottish accent, which I think he does well. I believe that he was insane. It's not the first time Johnny Depp has made us believe he's insane.
And it has that wonderful line, all the best people are a little mad.
Or
some derivation of that at
exactly.
various times. And I like that. It even kind of got me emotionally, which I like. So.
Well, they tie it into something very important to Alice, to her character.
The movie is quite good, and I do recommend it. Would you say so, Jeff? Would
Absolutely.
you recommend it?
I
yeah.
absolutely
How about
recommend
for
it.
younger viewers? I think my daughter might be okay. She's 6, but I'm not sure.
I think right around that age is when it starts to become appropriate.
Yeah.
Any younger, I wouldn't take the kid. My last thought is, I was very close to saying this is absolutely my favorite telling of Alice in Wonderland. After a couple of decisions at the end, I'm not sure that's true, but I would still recommend it to everybody.
And Tim Burton, where does this rank in terms of his films?
I'm not a Tim Burton geek, you know. I like a lot of his films, and so I think it ranks in his top few films for me, actually.
Well,
some of his films kind of turned me off, but I enjoyed this one quite a bit.
One last thing, I saw the Neutron trailer before. It was in 3D. I'm really jazzed about this movie. What do you think, Jeff?
I can't wait. It gives me a perfect excuse to pull out the old copy of the original Tron.
You won, okay? It's just a game! Not anymore.